You probably heard before that when we manifest, we have to believe it is done. I just send out my order to the universe and it's done. And I had a little, like, I don't know, you could say metaphor or visualization I came up with, and I want to share that with you. How do I imagine something that is not there yet to be done? And the image I had, it's like a train track, and there's different, oh no, I forgot, don't know the word. I'm sorry, like switches where you get from one track to another, and there's like forks, and I should have looked up that word in English. However, the way I imagine is that when I put out an order, all the right tracks are getting chosen. You know, all the switches are turned so that my train can only get to the destination because I chose all of the right tracks. That is predestined, that is set, and there can't be another route. Now I just have to wait for the train to reach my destination. But it is already set in stone. It will reach the destination because it cannot possibly take another track. It's not possible. However, at the same time, I imagine my train to be like an old steam engine where you have to put in the coals. And what we do is when we are manifesting, when we do our little techniques, we put coals into the oven to keep that train moving, to get us to our destination. And yeah, that is basically what I came up with, because again, the universe is making sure that your train is taking the right tracks. Another metaphor I have for my clients is manifesting is like using a navigation system. And you tell a navigation system, that is where I want to go. And you trust the navigation system to take you exactly there. But because first of all, your navigation system knows the way. It knows the best way because it knows where there is a like a traffic jam or construction site or anything like that. So you just trust the navigation system to get you there the best way because it knows more than you. And that is also with the universe. We just live in the end. We tell the universe with our manifestations, with our visualizations, or daydreaming, like daydreaming your person is already there, or scripting your end scene, whatever it is. We just tell the universe, being a higher part of ourselves, this is where I want to go. And we don't have to think about how do I get there. Well, if I need to end up with my person, then first of all, if they're married, they have to get divorced, and then that has to happen, and then that has to happen, and then that has to happen, and then that, and then there's that problem. That would be like telling the universe what road to take, and like telling it to take a huge detour, because the universe has the best route. And whatever we with our limited egos can imagine about how to get there may not be the best route. The universe may have a way bigger route or better plan. But however, if we mess with the middle, if we think about, well, first they have to divorce, as an example, and then we imagine how that could end up, then we're taking different options from the universe. And maybe we're going a huge detour. Something that happened to me is my twin flame is living in another continent. We're basically living in separate worlds. There's class differences, and it's kind of like a miracle how our path met crossed for the first time or every time. It's kind of like a miracle to me. So since I'm trying not to say it is a difficult situation because we don't want to manifest it, and for the universe it's not difficult at all. It is the ego that tells you, well, it's difficult because you live on different continents, you don't have any common friends, there's nothing like how you could meet, and it's so difficult. So of course our monkey mind is trying to come up with situations. How could that be? How could the next meeting be? How could that happen? But the problem is, if we do that, again, we're taking different options from the universe. And I personally believe that doing that created that certain meetings could not happen, because I thought, well, the only way for us to meet would be a specific way. And then it kind of actually got close to meeting that specific way, because I thought it would be the only way it was possible. But then before that, I learned about manifestation. I was like, no, maybe it could be a different way. And then that event where I could have met him got canceled due to COVID. It was last year in no, sorry, we just have January, the year before last year. It was the end of 2020. So I basically canceled meetings or situations where I could have met him because of my own limiting beliefs, and we don't want that to happen. That is why, and that's something I really have to untrain myself. I'm working on it, because sometimes I tend to still go and try imagine to situations where we could meet again and stuff like that, and it's stupid. We should live in the end about just already being in union with that person in order to get there. So yeah, again, it's the steam engine, and our visualizations, daydreamings, they just put the coals in order to finally get there. And that is why it's important to do it occasionally. Not I was talking about that in another video, not to an excessive point where we have we feel like we have to do it like 3 hours a day in order to get to it faster. That would be counterproductive. But we still get into that light feeling and thinking, we always think about what we want anyway, right? And then attach that light feeling to it and the joy of being on this journey. And that is putting the coal into the engine in order to get us to our destination. Well, again, that is just some metaphors that I personally use. If they help you, please let me know in the comments. Do you have different metaphors? How do you imagine it being done when you don't have any proof of it being done yet? Let me know and let others know. And yeah, let's build a community where we do help each other. But again, if you are interested in personal coaching, I am available. You will find my contact information in the description box below, but also you will find my contact information in the About Me page. And I wish you all the best. I see you in another video, or maybe in personal coaching. Bye bye.